My name is Whitney Iles. I am a neurodiverse woman. I am also the founder CEO of an organisation called Project 507. We work with children and young people affected by violence. And not only do we do the face-to-face work, we also look at systems that generate violence and perpetuate harm in order to work with those systems and transform them so fewer people are harmed. I will be focusing on the work that's already being done within the criminal justice system, especially the prisons, around putting a focus on neurodiversity, but also be thinking about who might be left out of a lot of these conversations and a lot of this work, thinking in particular about intersectionality and the intersection between gender, race, and neurodiversity. Personally, I'm really looking forward to ITACON because it's not a conference that I would normally attend. A lot of my work has been very focused around violence, very focused around the criminal justice system. So I tend to be at conferences that have kind of themes around trauma and violence and criminal justice. And I've never really been able to kind of be my full self in a lot of my professional spaces, kind of being an autistic woman as well. So for me, a lot of this is about kind of opening up myself to a new world and learning what other people are doing and just having the space to really think and ponder new things and meet other people that kind of might be doing similar work or might be doing work that's completely different, but then seeing how things might overlap. I love to learn and like connect the dots with knowledge. So I'm really looking forward to it. The idea of neurodiversity is important because even within the neurodiverse community, there is so much diversity itself. You know, we kind of all, you know, we might be grouped and labeled into certain kind of criteria of you're autistic or you're ADHD or you're dyslexic or dyspraxic, but even within that, kind of us as individuals, we represent so many different things and we are so unique within ourselves. And I think that's so important in this world and in kind of the human experience, that difference, that the way that some of us may overlap slightly, whereas some of us might be completely different. And actually, I think that those differences and those similarities are what kind of create the human experience, but also allow us to kind of divert from the norm and move away from the status quo and think about kind of how do we create a different, a better society. So I think neurodiversity is very, very important when we're thinking about kind of social justice and human rights and how do we create a society where that's fair, that's equal, and that's full of equity. And I think that's what I kind of wake up in the morning for. So I think that's why neurodiversity as an idea is important.